Comedy.
Hey, Mind Movers. Welcome to another episode of Moving Mind Studio. As usual, you have Sam.
Hello.
Orion.
Hello, hi.
And me, Brandon. And today we're talking about would it suck to be Wolverine? First of all, look at this. Look at all this. Do you guys see this? Look how amazing this is. So we kind of like amped up our setup here, and I think
So pretty.
I think it's super, super pretty. And if you guys like see any ones that you really love, just leave a comment. Let us know that you love this movie. Or if you don't see one that you think that should be there, also let us know.
If you're just listening to the podcast, there are posters on the wall.
You have no idea what's going on.
Like, what?
If this looks pretty.
What are you guys talking about?
Yes, we have a bunch of different movie posters
Yeah.
and TV show, a collage behind us that makes it look a lot better than the bland white background that we were working with. But hey, we all have to start somewhere, right?
Exactly. And we're also going to be starting a new thing. If you guys want to send in some questions that we're going to be playing at the end of each episode, you can do that. And we'll be answering your questions. Hopefully we'll be smart and answer...
And send us a video of yourself asking the question.
Yes.
And send it to movingmindstudio@gmail.com, and we'll start that up as soon as we start getting some.
Woo-hoo.
Exactly. All right, so I got my first question for you guys.
Let's do this.
Favorite superhero?
Punisher.
Really?
Done.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Can
fast.
I ask you why?
Check. He's badass. He's really
Yeah,
cool.
he is. Do you like him? Like, do you like the depiction of him in Daredevil?
I do.
Yeah.
I think that's the proper depiction of Punisher.
Yeah.
I mean, has he been depicted any other way? I mean, he's just
Well, there were the other two.
the Thomas Jane,
Yeah.
the Thomas Jane one,
Yeah.
and then there was Ray. Was it Ray Stevenson? Is that his name?
There was the one where he was just in like a leather thong the whole time.
Well,
What did you?
what
Pornhub,
Punisher?
the Punisher.
The Pornisher, right? That's
Punisher.
It's like a dominatrix.
No, actually,
like,
Dolph Lundgren was the Punisher.
Really?
Back in
Dolph
the day.
Lundgren.
Yeah, and that was horrible.
okay.
But then the Thomas Jane one I loved, and then there was I'm gonna say Ray Stevenson. He played that, which was okay. Punisher Warzone. He was in that one.
I don't think I've seen that one.
And then most recently,
Yeah, I think
the guy
it's-
from Walking
yeah,
Dead.
I think it's like one of the best depictions of the Punisher. I mean, the whole Daredevil is just like one of the greatest like
Brutal.
comic book adaptation shows ever, which is amazing.
but John Bernthal is a great actor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he does. I think he gets the character really well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he
but no, Punisher, like no superpowers, nothing. He was just like
An angry dude.
he's angry because he was like his family was destroyed.
Yeah.
So he's just getting vengeance. I think it's really cool. Punishment.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Ryan?
Probably, I guess, Spider-Man. I was going to say Batman, but thinking back to the last couple of depictions, I don't know. It kind of gets on
Well, I
my
mean,
nerves.
it could be like overall since you're
Just
like a kid.
overall, yeah.
Overall, not just like the last.
I guess Spider-Man. Yeah,
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man
yeah.
probably be like, yeah.
Because he's
fun.
He's a
He
fun guy.
Yeah. I mean, I love like the 5 minutes of Tom Holland in
my
Civil
God, that
War,
was
and
so
really excited
good.
for Homecoming.
Yeah.
And-
Hey guys. I think just to talk a little bit about him, I think he's like my favorite Spider-Man so far, and he was in the movie for like 5 minutes. You're like,
So
this
convincing.
is Spider-Man.
Yeah,
it was
it's great.
so good.
What's your favorite hero?
Batman for sure.
Batman.
I mean, Batman's always
Batman for
been
sure.
Batman for sure. I don't know why.
The title of the new Batman movie, Batman for sure.
It's like,
Ben Affleck's
It's like-
Batman title reveal.
it's like the opening scene. There's like a guy running across the thing. He's like, "That's Batman for sure." Like, what? But I think Batman. I think the reason why I think a lot of people connect to Batman is because he's just a dude. He's a dude who's a vigilante who wants to help people, and there's no superpowers yet. They throw him into this world with superhumans and stuff, and somehow he still survives, and he's a badass.
Punisher.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Punisher is like he's an anti-hero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an anti. I mean, he's
no.
likable, but he's a
He was affected in a way where he turned angry. Batman was like, I have to help the city.
Yeah.
So
Well, Batman's pretty fucking angry too at the same time, but he's not. He doesn't go murder people. That's the only thing.
No.
Unless you watch Batman versus Superman, which he murders so many people, which I don't get.
They all did.
Anyways, whatever. That kind of bothered me a little bit. So yeah, that's mine. If you guys want to let us know too what your favorite superheroes, go ahead and let us know. So there's been a lot of comic book adaptations as usual. Movies coming out. Yeah, I think so.
Since when?
I don't know, a few years now, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Gotta check those out.
I think I'm behind. I'm behind on the times.
Yeah, and recently they released a really cool movie that I think that all of us are super excited for, and that is Logan.
They released a trailer for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't, we got an early screening of it because we're so good.
YouTube uploaded it, and we watched it.
It's a great 2-minute movie. A lot of gaps in the plot, but
didn't really understand what was going on. There were no credits either. Like,
yeah, there was a date that
ended really
in the future written at the end. What does that mean?
Future. Days of Future Past.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that, there is a Red Band trailer which these guys just showed me for the first time, and it's amazing. And I mean, what did you guys think about the trailer itself?
I loved it.
Yeah.
The first both Logan trailers have like fantastic music choices.
Yeah.
I loved hearing Professor X swear.
Yeah, it's amazing.
90. It's so good. Yeah, that's probably the movie I'm the most pumped about for the next little while.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's not necessarily focused on Wolverine. We've had the Wolverine movies, and now that they throw in like the concept of the little girl also having powers similar to Logan, it's nice to change the focus onto some, because we've seen all these characters for so long. When did the first X-Men movie come out? Like a really long time ago.
2000, like
It was 2000.
Like,
very early.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see someone new, and it's not always focusing on the same characters. You know, done with Mystique and all that. Now focus on something different, and it's a different time frame too.
Exactly.
Like the visual aspect of it just looks different. It doesn't feel like a superhero movie. It feels like someone that was given these powers, but is like not encompassed with flying people and all these. It's just they're being hunted by normal people.
And I think that's why it's hopefully going to do well. I think that's why it's appealing to a lot of people, because it's not like every superhero movie is like some fucking beam coming down from the sky that's going to blow.
Always a beam.
Exactly. But that's why Civil War was amazing, because it was like a movie about real things, about like, you know.
People, yeah.
Exactly. And I think that's why Logan's going to be, hopefully is going to be great, because it seems like it's a real story, and it's about, you know, Logan and I'm not allowed giving spoilers because I've read the comics. Am I allowed to? So I can save it.
Yeah, no, I don't want to know.
You don't want to know?
No.
Okay, because I don't know if I don't know, like, because like what they said was a different universe and stuff. And there's something that happens to Logan which makes him not want to take out his claws. I won't tell you guys what that is because I've read the comics.
Okay.
We'll talk.
But
most probably people listening, some people don't want to. There could be a 50-50 thing.
Yeah,
but
exactly. Yeah.
But also in the comics, there's like Hulk is there and stuff. There's a bunch of weird stuff happening.
Yeah, but there's two. I don't know how I've read two of the comics. One of them was with the like Hulk has his sons and they kind of run the town. And then Logan gets in a fight with them, blah, blah, blah. But there's another one where it was very close to what the movie's about. And Logan has this little girl with him. But I can't remember if it's his daughter in the comic. But anyways, whatever. But yeah, and if you guys didn't know that Hugh Jackman came out and he said that not only is it different in terms of timeline and tone and slightly different universe, it's actually a different paradigm. And that will become clear when you see the movie.
Well, first of all, Professor X is alive.
Yeah.
Didn't he die in like the last movie? He blew up.
Yeah, exactly.
So of course it's going to be a different universe, unless theory, and I'm throwing it out there, he's not really there in the movie. That's I'm putting it out there.
Explain. Yeah.
Well, explain.
We'll have it on record if you're right. If you're right,
yeah,
it's
exactly,
on record.
exactly. But explain. He blew up in the last movie, but he's there in this one. So unless they're just throwing him in there, saying, "Oh, people will forget that he blew up," I'm thinking that he's all in someone's head in the movie. Yeah. Theory, putting it there. I'll come back to this later.
Well, that actually, and you know what? It's funny because you say that, and within the trailer, there's no conversation between, if I'm wrong, between Xavier and the girl, right?
No.
So I'm just saying, like, there's no. It's only always him and Logan talking.
Yeah.
So it's very.
It is possible.
That's very possible.
There's certain things that are like, okay, if he's imaginary, why would
he
complain
table?
about being hungry? Why is he at dinner with a dude? Why is he 90? Like, why is he sick?
Yeah. Dude, that makes
but it's
a lot
possible.
of sense,
Because Logan's
man.
sick, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
it could be.
See, I wish I can tell. I won't tell the spoilers, but
You know?
No, but
Okay.
because of what you're saying and what I read in the comics,
We fit together?
in a way.
Okay. Oh, I'm so excited for this movie.
In a way.
There's sorry, just another thing about the trailer. I just realized that as we were rewatching it, is it going to be a thing now that like powerful little girls just walk into stores and steal things? Do you remember Stranger Things?
Oh,
she's like, she just walks in and steals Eggos, and they're like, "Don't steal that," but she's like, "Fuck you."
I guess so. I mean, maybe that's where. Is that in the comics?
I don't know. I don't think.
She doesn't steal Pringles.
I don't think it is. I'm thinking about it now. Watching the Red Band trailer, was there any swearing at any point in the other X-Men movies?
No, I know in like Days of Future Past, they go try to recruit Wolverine.
Yeah.
And he says, "Fuck off."
Oh yeah, it's true. So I guess but I feel like that's probably the only time in the movie.
I think they've said shit before.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they said shit.
Yeah.
But apparently this is going to be like full on, like they're going to say
swearing.
fuck a lot.
Yeah, because they're following the Deadpool tradition of like, let's go
like just
hardcore rated R because this works really well.
Yeah. Does that what is it rated? I'm wondering what
it's
rated R.
Recently was officially rated R.
I think, man, blame that on Deadpool. Deadpool came out rated R and it did super well. Everyone's like, oh shit, we can say and do crazy things and still have
but the director apparently he like had already pitched the script and pitched the movie. And then Deadpool came out, and it just lubed them up a little bit, so to speak. Like they were like, okay, this can work. But he had already like written it in script. They weren't like, we need an R-rated Logan. He was already like, can I make this?
Yeah, that's cool.
And he was saying like he really wants to make a Wolverine movie where. Like all the other Wolverine movies, they cut away and they don't show you like right at the moment that you want to see. They have to cut away because of ratings. So
we want to see the claws penetrating people's skin.
Just in the first R-rated trailer, they go through a dude's skull, and you're like, "Oh my god, this is real."
That's what those claws do.
I think it just makes it that much better because it's closer to the comics that way. People like this is like the superheroes we want, not the. Kind of call the show out, but like Supergirl TV shows is super bubbly and stuff. I'm like, no, Supergirl can rip someone's head off, and she's done it before, and like that's the kind of depiction we want to see. Anyway, moving on to the actual question of this podcast, and is would it suck to be Wolverine, and why? What are the pros and cons of being Wolverine?
Okay.
You want to start? Yeah, I'm putting it out there. One of you guys.
I thought about this before. I have a pro and con. Pro. He's Canadian. Always good to be Canadian.
Very good.
He doesn't need the healthcare because he's got that covered. But I think it's great to be Canadian. That's
it.
That's
a pro.
So no, it would not suck to be Wolverine.
Because he's Canadian.
Idiots.
You dumbass. Yeah, I was reading about that. Apparently, the reason he is Canadian is because around the time when Wolverine was created, the Canadian comic book market started to boom a little bit, and
so
they were like,
you
can either they were gonna like make one of them Canadian. They're like, he could be called the Wolverine or the Badger.
Oh yeah, the
and so they went with Wolverine.
Yeah.
And he turned out to be like the most badass superhero of all. So
why the hell was the Badger a fucking option? Like that.
They were probably looking at Canadian.
That's
yeah,
like,
but you know what?
Wait. What the hell would his fucking superpowers be if he was the Badger?
Well, like a Badger is very similar to a Wolverine.
Yeah, it'd be the same
size
thing.
and aesthetic.
Yeah,
and
but not. I feel like the Wolverine.
It sounds weird now, but had it been a thing, we would like say Badger without a problem.
Yeah,
and we would be saying like Wolverine. That's so weird.
Badgers are fucking. If you're in a room with a Wolverine and a Badger, you're gonna be like, I can't go to either one. They're both fucking terrifying.
That's true. That's the name. I feel like I would still be bothered by the name.
It's because of that fucking animation that came out 10 years ago. They're like Badger.
They're mocking Badgers.
Yeah. I forget what. Oh yeah.
Would it suck to be Wolverine?
Yeah.
He's Canadian.
So
that's a pro.
Okay. That's your list.
I can keep going.
Yeah, keep
going.
Con.
He's mentioned in the past that it hurts him every time the claws come out.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
That kind of sucks.
And they just kind of like come out when he senses danger, right? So. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
is that a thing? I didn't even know that. Yeah, I thought he could bring him out like at will.
He can.
But also sometimes like in the movies it's happened that like he's just, I don't know, making cereal and then like they break into the mansion and his claws like, and he's like,
I thought you were going to say the cereal makes him angry.
It's like
this is not Captain Crunch.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it would depend like what level of danger. If someone's breaking into my house, by all means pop out. But if like, I don't know, the bus was a little close and then I got to deal with it. And everyone's like, oh my God.
Well, I remember in the movie where he nearly stabs, I think it's Rogue, because she like wakes him out of his sleep and she almost stabs him and stuff. So,
exactly.
That kind of sucks.
But yeah, I guess it depends on the level. If he's like running a yellow light, it'd be cool to just like, I don't need these.
Yeah.
If he's at 10 and 2, it'll all be fine. But if he's just holding it.
a pro. He has sweet facial hair.
Ooh,
I've got some facial hair envy. Like you can grow a solid beard. I got like James Franco.
I got, oh my God, so much beard right now.
You're for people who can't see Sam. If you want to describe him, he's just
hair.
He's hair.
I'm just hair.
He's just hair.
I don't know if you guys can hear the church bells, but
church is ringing.
We're recording this inside a church, obviously.
Yeah, church basements. Gotta love them.
It's only appropriate.
I think that it would suck to be Wolverine. I think there are better superpowers out there, and to be, well, it's not really a superpower, right? Because he was forced. That was forced upon him.
Well, his actual superpower is regeneration. The adamantium was. I hope I'm not wrong about this. I'm gonna get like
destroyed. In the comment section.
I if I remember correctly, like he actually had regeneration, but the adamantium that they put in him, that was forced on him. And the only reason he was able to keep the adamantium is because he had that healing.
Like he
factor.
can regenerate, but he does get older, right? As we see in the Logan trailer, like he is eventually going to die.
Yeah, technically. I guess over like a long period, because like in Wolverine Origins, he's like fighting in the war with Liev Schreiber.
Yeah.
And also he has like bone claws in the beginning before they put the adamantium in.
Which they kind of messed up. I'm a super nerd. You guys didn't realize this. They kind of messed that up because that actually happens when he has bone claws, because Magneto rips out
all the metal
from his body in one of the comics, and it's disgusting, and he only has bone left. And
but
they changed it for the movie.
The reason it would suck is just because so much time has passed that you're seeing all your loved ones come and go.
Yeah,
I had that.
And like you have to go through all that heartbreak all the time.
Yeah.
Like every time you had a funeral,
you're
like, no.
Yeah, so, that is.
Yeah.
I think for me that would be the thing that hurts the most, is that you're seeing everyone just pass. Like even if you have kids, you know that they're gonna just like
and one day they're gonna be the same age as you. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, some Age of Adeline shit.
Yeah. What?
Age of Adeline?
Oh my god, is that movie with what,
or Interstellar?
With
Blake Lively.
Blake. So here are my cons. I mean, I have cons and pros. I'll just give you guys a few of them. Cons: Wolverine kills the only woman he's ever really loved.
Jean Grey?
Yeah. Which happens in the movie and also I'm not going to spoil it. But anyways, which happens in the movies, which happens in the comics too. He actually kills Jean Grey, and this is one woman he only really ever...
What did I say?
What?
Jill
Grey. He was in love with Jean's sister Jill.
Like Jill Grey. But Jean Grey, and like she's like the only woman he ever loved, and he killed her.
Yeah, that does suck. But then again, like it would have been...
But he had to.
She was turning into like Dark Phoenix and stuff, right?
Yeah, that's like the movie version.
I've only seen the movie.
Yeah. In the comics, he does kill her too, and that's another story.
Which, by the way, that scene in X-Men, was it 3? X-Men 3?
Yeah. Which
was like beautiful, them, but it was a beautiful scene. Yeah. Like that was
flying off.
Everything's and he's like, it was well done.
Yeah. And you guys, can you take a guess how much Wolverine weighs?
Oh man, no.
With all the metal, that's going to be the trick question.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. 2 tons.
He's okay. No, you're
600 pounds.
No, okay, you guys are way off. All right, he's like he's like 3 something.
Oh well, that's not like
that could be a regular muscle mass.
I wouldn't guess that just with muscle.
Yeah, but the thing is, Wolverine's like 5'4" or something like that.
Yeah, sure. He's supposed to be
super tiny. Oh. But the thing is, I read somewhere in like Wikipedia that he's 300, but I've heard something like he's like something near like 500 or 600.
Yeah, got it.
So you're kind of right.
I heard around 2,000 pounds.
You're sure.
If we're just gonna be spouting alternate facts.
Yeah. Another one of my pros was you never need a shaver with Wolverine. You never. It's true. If you ever you never.
Because he has knives.
Exactly, he has knives in his hands, and that's it. He never needs knives. He always has weapons on him, which is good.
I'm sure there are. Yeah.
So he's like saving what, like $50 a year? like, how is that a pro?
Never gotta buy knives again.
Never gotta buy knives or shavers.
Also, that was like one of my points. Is like, you could use the claws for cool stuff, but then I was like, I've never once in my life been like, I wish I had 6 knives on me right now. I just wish I had.
If only I had knife hands.
That's so true.
Damn it.
That's so true. And I remember in the movies, and I was like, what the fuck is this? At one point, he like shaves his face. Do you guys remember this? With his nails? That's like in the first movie. Like, I guess they had no idea who the fuck Wolverine was because he doesn't use his claws. He takes his nails and he goes like this and he shaves off his face. I was like, that is not a thing. Like, where the hell did that come from?
But also, like, shaving with one of his blades, you're going to cut... Okay, regeneration.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He actually does cut himself in that movie, too, with his nails. And he's like, and then it heals. And I was like, this is fucking horrible. But anyways, other than Wolverine, I mean, I guess the consensus is that we wouldn't want to be
Well, like,
Wolverine.
okay, if somebody gave you the option, you can be Wolverine or you can just keep being you. You can have his power. Okay, let's say you're not Wolverine, but you have Wolverine's powers. Would you do that, or would you be like, nah?
Well, it's enticing because it's like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But then, once again, going back to my cons, it's like, there are, like, you're going to see stuff happen. And it's
I think that's the biggest con is having that long life and watching everyone die around you.
But then if you think about it, if you can deal with that, then you get to see your great-grandchildren, your great-great-grandchildren, and, like, you see your whole family line.
You become like a god, kind of. Yeah. But then, like, people's lives just become...
Exactly. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And how do you fall in love in that sense, right? You can't fall in love with someone.
It's like I could see myself loving you till you die.
Exactly. Until you turn 50, and I think it's gross.
Is that what Ed Sheeran's talking about? Like, I'll love you till we're 70, and then...
Until you get next
yeah, my God. Ed Sheeran is Wolverine.
Oh my God.
You heard it here. Theory.
Patrick Stewart is imaginary. Ed Sheeran is Wolverine.
He's a redheaded Wolverine.
What if Patrick Stewart is Ed Sheeran?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Didn't he live on a castle on the hill?
He did. This is a great song, by the way. All right, I'm going to throw another question to you guys. A question that, I mean, as kids, we always asked each other. If you had to be one superhero, or we can say superpower, but you can be one superpower, what would it be? What would be your power?
Oh, God.
I'm going to start off and I'll say...
Frying?
Speed. No, frying.
I just want to fry.
I want to work in just
anything
nice breakfast joint. I want to make some nice bacon and eggs for everyone.
I can just fry
and
them.
They're going to love it.
Like, yeah, you like that?
Fry, man.
I'd love to be like the one in like the group of mutants that has the shit power.
That's the shit power?
There was a list of the worst X-Men powers, and some of them were just like, one dude was straight up called like Ugly Joe, and he was just ugly. He was just had a deformed face.
Oh,
and he died.
Horrible. That's horrible.
It's like, you're not an X-Men. You're just fucking
ugly. That's it.
There was one guy, I think he was an X-Men, and his name was Gold Balls. I don't know if he was like literally Gold Balls, and it's not what you think, but it's as stupid. Literally, he shot gold balls from his stomach. And that was it. And it was like these bouncy balls that just bounced all over the place. Like, why? Like, I want to know what went through like the artist's head. It was like, I'm going to draw a new superhero. And be like, gold balls. Yeah, he shoots balls from his stomach.
There was also somebody who could turn himself into chewed bubblegum.
What?
Yeah, I think it was like kind of... It wasn't X-Men, but it was like a joke, and he can like kind of like go under doors like Alex Mack kind of thing. But he was gum. Like, it wasn't...
But what's cool, because no one really notices. Like,
until you
imagine
pick
if you
up,
know there is a superhero, you will see gum and like freak out every time. Be like, is that him? Is that him? Is that him?
Yeah, but then like your little kid picks up a piece of gum and starts chewing it. Like, that sucks.
What if he swallows it?
Exactly.
Like, I swallowed gum. It comes back to life, rips open from someone inside.
What a fire.
But to answer your question, probably flight.
Yeah.
Is that what you said when you said flying?
I was gonna say flight, but I'm gonna go with super speed. Because super speed, you can get sort of like flight at the same time, right? If you're like Flash,
you're just going fast.
No, but you can jump and you're airborne for quite a long time.
Stopping time. I changed my answer.
Ah, son of a bitch.
That's cool. Stopping time.
Is good.
Yeah, the problem with going fast is like you need a second power. You need to have like super senses because if you're going super fast, it's like a wall.
Yeah.
Your body is not.
Yeah. You imagine like, hey, I'm dead.
Exactly.
Hospital.
Guys, check this power out.
So you're brain dead.
That's true.
Stop it. Why would you want to stop time? What are you doing?
Saving time.
Exactly.
I could do whatever.
You're stealing things.
But like the time is just longer for you if you think about it.
Yeah, but like let's say I have a super busy schedule and I want to watch a TV show. I could just be like, stop time, and then I watched anything.
I
could do whatever.
I guess
I could
you would
accomplish so much.
No.
You would never get anything done. If you can literally stop time whenever you want.
If you stop time, you learn a new trade or something like that.
Oh, and then
and you can you're so much like you have time for all that education, and then like you bring time back, and you're like, hey, I know how to do this.
Yeah,
yes.
It's just you would have to invest yourself in that time. Like it's still passing for you.
Yeah,
exactly. But I write a script, and then for everyone else, there's a second one. I'm like, there you go.
But it's also very fucking lonely too.
Yeah, but then you come back and you're like, hey, everyone.
Yeah.
Well, if time is frozen, like, can you go to people and like
touch them?
Like,
that's part of it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like I've seen both your dicks.
It's like, it's like I've seen
everything.
So what if you were able to stop time, but you only had like 10 chances? Like that was your superpower.
That's pretty. That's a good movie plot.
That's a good movie.
Nobody steal that. That's ours. Copyright Movie My Studio 2017.
Got it.
You can stop time, but you can only do it 10 times.
Yeah, that's
I think 10 times
really
time.
Cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, 10 times in your life.
Okay, let's wrap this up because we're gonna go write this script.
Yeah, and we're back. What would be your superpower?
I mean, flight, maybe. Flight is cool.
Flight.
No, because
why? Because you're flying. Like that's
because I can.
Flying's fucking awesome.
Okay,
I know.
No more waiting in traffic. You save time as well because you're gonna fly there faster. Yeah. But now that you mention the stopping time, because if I can stop time and then walk somewhere or like go travel somewhere,
you're still fucking walking.
Yeah, I know, but it's just that it's the time that it takes to get there. Like, let's say if I want to do a road trip, but it's like, oh no, you have to get there tomorrow. You're like, I'm going to stop time, do my road trip, enjoy myself, take my time, and then I'm going to come in.
Go on vacation.
Yeah.
And no one has to know. Like, you spend a week on the beach.
But what's a vacation when you're by yourself?
A great vacation.
But everyone else, I guess. When everyone else is like frozen around you and you're, I guess.
I can like take on more contracts or something.
Yeah.
And I still have to do the work, but I can.
It's a good superpower. See, with my thing, because I can run really fast, I can go back in time too. If you think of the
But
Flash.
if you hit a wall,
Flash can actually vibrate through walls.
Yeah.
So if I take that power, I would do that. So I do have like a time thing too. So I beat both of y'all high.
So either way, it's all about time.
Yeah.
Anything to like save on time.
Yeah. Can you tell our schedules are packed?
Yeah.
We're just like, I just need a minute. My superpowers, I just need a minute.
Give me a second.
All right. I think on that note, I think we're going to end this vodcast. And don't forget, send in your questions, videos to us at Moving Mind Studio. I'm going to screw that up. movingmindstudio@gmail.com. And let us know what
anything.
You want.
Just ask anything.
Yeah, ask anything. We'll
keep it short and sweet. And then, we'll answer at the end of the show.
Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching or listening and all that jazz. We are Moving Mind Studio, and we're out.